Hey guys, Rob with Ride Philippines here. So in today's video, I want to do kind of a wrap up or summary of my initial impressions of the Chigee SR-1. I'm going to continue evaluation because the nature of BSD systems is that they're complex from the aspect of they do have configuration settings to adjust, and then also fully understanding the algorithms and how the alerts are generated within those configuration settings. They can vary a lot, so it takes a lot of testing to really kind of fully characterize a BSD or millimeter wave writing system. So having said that, I want to kind of go through the easy parts first and just give you my impressions of the device hardware itself. I thought the kit is very good. It's a quality kit. I'm going to give it like a 9 of 10. The only little nitpick with it is the blank off for the mounting orientation of the sensor. I think they could have just added a couple of holes to the blank and then gave us a couple of screws, and then that would have been slightly better with regards to making sure the blank stays on the device. A small thing, and that's the only thing on kit quality. It is a very high quality kit. Next, installation. For me, that was a 10 of 10. I thought the kit is well designed to go onto a motorcycle. It's intuitive on how to install it. The installation went very smoothly for me. It was enjoyable, one of the easier installations that I've had to do, and very happy with the installation process. I did an unboxing and a installation video. You can check those out. Next thing I did last night, I did a initial test of the performance of a sensor on a night ride here in the Philippines. I ran over to the Calex, got on the expressway. It was probably, I don't know, a 20-25 kilometer ride, something like that. So now I'm going to kind of go through my impressions of the performance of the sensor. And maybe before I do that, I want to frame this because companies, can be sensitive to criticism. They put a lot of effort in developing those products, and it's time, it's engineering, but the thing is probably every product can be improved, and I'm not one of those guys that's just going to throw up a video and tell you how great it is and give you an affiliate link. I'm going to give you the good and the bad on a product. So the way I'm going to kind of try to appease them a little bit is we're going to start with some fundamental questions. One, do I regret buying the Chigee? Absolutely not. And would I buy it again? For sure, absolutely. The sensor is very good. It outperforms the cameras by a mile. It is fantastic. But having said that, it has some shortcomings in certain alert modes. So what we're going to do now is we're going to talk through those. So I'm going to jump over and I'm going to use the user manual as a reference for that. And we're just going to go down and kind of talk through the alert modes one by one. So the first one is the most fundamental alert mode that the Chigee does, and that's blind spot detection. Looking up, over your shoulder, left and right, about 10 meters back, letting you know about cars that are present that you can't necessarily see. And the Chigee's performance for this feature is phenomenal. It is very good. I really, to nitpick on it, I think it may have missed some alerts on some small motorcycles. Very minimal. That might have happened once or twice. On the interstate, everything was captured. The alerts are timely, so Chigee doesn't have like level 1, level 2 alerts. Everything kind of bins out as a warning, and it picked them up at the appropriate time in your blind spot, gave you visibility, put the indications on the display and the LEDs, and then they presented on the radar reliably. It worked very good. Now on overtaking, when you were overtaking other vehicles, I never got a false positive on an overtake. That also worked very well. The BSD function of the Chigee is dialed in. Let me just say that. And there's really nothing else I can say about it. It just works phenomenally. So the next thing I'll talk about is the lane change assist feature. So this is where Chigee kind of says, they throw out the 70-meter detection range on this feature, and based on my research, that's what the sensor is capable of performing to. It's a two transmitter, four receiver sensor. That's probably a couple of years old at this point, but is really a mainstay sensor and well-performing sensor for this category. And but what it comes down to is how that signaling is digested and how alerts are presented. That's a software CPU processing issue, and it might be helpful at this point to kind of like do a little bit of a conversion, because we're talking about all this stuff in the context of meters, and for a lot of us, especially us Americans, that really doesn't mean a whole lot. So like on 10 meters for blind spot detection, what we're talking about there is basically 2 to 3 car lengths. That's the window of detection for BSD. And when we talk about the 70-meter window for lane change assistance, on the extreme of that, 70 meters, now we're talking about 13 to 14 car lengths of distance for sensing of the Chigee SR-1. So now I'm going to tell you kind of what I saw real world with the sensor. Typically, I was unable to achieve any alerts that far back. Most of my alerts were happening probably in the 7, 8, 9 car length area at the furthest, at the most distance. Now again, what you need to consider is the algorithm at Chigee has developed is a bit of a black box. They tell us that they have dynamic timing that analyzes the relative speed of an approaching target. So they will vary how the alert is processed and generated based on what the approaching target speed is. And then they also have speed regimes. So they try to set up windows of time to collision. So if you're traveling less than 20 kilometers, it's going to look back 3 seconds behind you, 3 seconds of time to collision. And then for medium, 20 to 60 kilometers, that's going to be about 5 seconds. And then for high speed, greater than 60 kilometers per hour, they open that up to 10 seconds time to collision. That was my experience. So it wasn't quite, I wasn't able to demonstrate the maximum detection range of the sensor in my initial test ride. But I'm going to continue collecting data. I'm going to look at that more, try to better understand how the sensor is operating, and we'll just try to qualify it and see what it is. But when it worked in from that probably 50-meter point, it's working very, very well. That performance is good. Next, okay, so rear collision warning. This is where I have to kind of highlight a shortcoming of the Chigee. When I first saw the spec, before I even got the unit, and said, wow, 10 meters, that's just not very far at all. I was a little concerned. And again, so now we're talking 2.5 car lengths, 3 car lengths behind you as the visibility for rear collision warning. That's pretty short. I mean, you're almost a collision at that point, right? So the object is to get some visibility prior to collision. And my testing with the sensor on the road bore that out. To be honest, I never received a rear collision warning, not a single one. Now I had, I was at speed on the expressway running like 70 kilometers per hour and had a vehicle right behind me. And then it did an overtake, so I did pick up visibility on the overtake. But while it sat behind me on the expressway, I didn't have any kind of rear collision visibility. Also, I went through toll booths where I was doing 5 kilometers per hour stacked in traffic. My lane change assist was going off left and right, but nothing indicating the vehicle behind me, which was right behind me, moving at about 5 kilometers per hour, something like that. So I think there's room for improvement here on the rear collision warning. I think they're just being way too conservative, and they have that window dialed down way too tight. And it's a shame, because it's a really valuable feature. I've used it on the Alien Rider, and what happens is you pick up visibility to vehicles that are proximal to you from the rear. You'll get the camera switching, and then you can quickly, you get the alert, you look on the camera screen, you can see if they're pacing you just closely, following too closely, or whether or not it's a legitimate high-speed jeopardy. And so you can see that, and I just don't see that functionality working well on the Chigee yet. But the good news is they can fix that. That's a software issue. They can dial that in and open that window up. Okay, the next one is the active overtake alert. This one's kind of interesting. So they're talking about monitoring the blind spot detection during an overtake. And it says how it works. After you overtake a vehicle, it monitors the blind spot, and if the vehicle is detected, it says, but I'm assuming redetected, then it's going to generate a warning light. It also describes this as a hidden feature disabled by default. So my real world experience is it worked exactly like that, and I didn't, it's hidden well. I saw no way of toggling that. So when I did so I tested it, I did an overtake, and then I would just kind of linger and pace the vehicle, and then it would alert, and then they would overtake, and then I would see them overtake, and it would clear, and it works very well. It's a very good alert scheme. The option, I guess, would be to disable that, and then you overtake and it never pays attention to that target again. I don't think that's what we want. I think even though we overtake, if the target remains, we want to maintain visibility if it's in our blind spot, and that's exactly what the Chigee does. It does it really well. So we'll scroll on down. I'll talk about the radar screen real quick. I had mixed feelings about this, to be honest. It's useful. It was very useful for me to demonstrate the product in the video, but I have some concerns about this actually being useful practically while I'm riding. I don't think I would use this screen on a trip. Basically, anything that alerted within kind of like that, 8-9 car lengths, basically is what I saw. It would present on the screen. It does give you some extra visibility, so if you do an overtake, it's not going to alert on the overtake, of course. It's very good about that, but it will show the target while you're overtaking it, and then after you complete overtake and get ahead of the target, it'll disappear. So it is kind of like presents a little bit of information, shows you some targets that it hasn't alerted on, but it's, I think the screen is distractive. If we look down at the screen and then try to analyze that data and put the thought process into that and see, what's this target doing, I think it outweighs the benefit of the information that you're getting, and just kind of induces a little bit of risk by studying a screen when you're supposed to be riding your motorcycle. That's my opinion. That's kind of how I feel about it. So the last thing I want to talk to you about is the colors. So I think it's a little bit of an issue, but it's a super easy fix. I don't like the idea of there being a mismatch, that we have red alerts on the Chigee display, and then we have the amber LEDs. We spend a lot of time on the road, and we're mentally conditioned to, reds are warnings, and we need to react to them immediately. We need to stop or whatever. Yellows are cautions. Green means go. So I think when we have conflicting colors in our cockpit, and then we have our red bars on the display, and then yellow bars on the LEDs, it's not ideal. I think it's best that we unify these colors. So these are warnings, but Chigee doesn't really. They don't seem like they're going to build like a warning, caution, dual alerting system like the Alien Rider. So I think they're going to stick kind of with the warning scheme. So there's no reason why these can't all be yellow and be unified in color. So I hope they do that. It's a small thing, but the brain is a weird thing. I think it's better that we get everything unified, and so we're not creating any subtle confusion when we're seeing these alerts. That's my take. It's a great performing system. A little bit of room for an improvement, and I'm confident that Chigee will make some improvements on this device, but it works very, very well. I'm glad to have it available finally after a very long wait, and I'll be testing it out thoroughly on the road the next couple of weeks here in the Philippines. Thanks for watching.